everybody. Hello, Keith. How are you?
Hello. Very well, and yourself?
Yeah, doing good. Can I just ask somebody in the comments to say that you can hear us, you can see us, all is well, because we have had some technical difficulties this morning. We love a technical difficulty, don't we, Keith? We love it.
Everyone's got to get used to that now.
Yeah.
No matter what we do, there's always something that always seems to have some sort of issue. So
there is. And I'm relying again on an unfamiliar Wi-Fi in Romania. Thank you, Missy Twitch. She's saying we can hear and see you. That's great. So we have 7 people currently. Hopefully we'll have more because today's an exciting day. We have $400 worth of calf up for grabs, do we not?
Yep, absolutely.
That is crazy, right? So I'm very, very, very excited. Let's see who we have in the house, shall we? So, of course, Jason Hayes, awesome. Calf Country Game. I'm very much looking forward to any news and updates. Thank you all. We have, of course, our Sonia Angel, who is bullish, of course. We have the beloved Jason. Hello, Dad and Colk. My new name. And of course, we have our Gino. Good evening, mate and Chalk. Let's go. Looking forward for some news for this great project. Really excited on what's coming. The Calf Country game looks fantastic. Can't wait to play it, and good luck to all. And I am super, super excited about this game. Just to say, I did put a little video out about it a couple of days ago. So if anybody's watching or watching this on replay and you haven't seen that, there is a game coming. Any updates, Keith? I'm so excited because I know you're in constant touch with the developers.
Well, the thing is, now when people are on the other side of the fence, they mightn't be aware of all of the I'll call it the legal issues that are to do with producing something that has the potential to do so much. So at the moment, we're going through a lot of contractual stuff still, because that just it's very hard to understand how much there actually is. It's not just like just something simple. It's actually really quite in depth and complex to deal with on that side of it. So even though it is, yes, being done for us and that sort of thing, we are partnerships with another team that I'm very close to announcing the name, but we've got to make sure we get all our ducks in a row and, all the T's crossed and all the dots.
All the calves in a herd.
Yeah. You've just got to get everything right before you can do it. And so there's obviously all these things are going on at the same time, but hence why the development team wanted a little bit of extra time, because it's just surprising how much time gets sucked away by just going through this process. And so essentially we have a product, yes, but we're just going through all the legal stuff. And, that's just business formalities. It's just the way it is. And so, we're getting there. We're absolutely getting there. We thought it would be a little bit quicker to go through the business formalities than what it's actually turning out to be. But such is life, you just got to deal with it and do it.
Listen, Keith, you're talking to an ex-academic registrar, okay? I know about business formalities. Oh my gosh.
It drives you nuts.
Yeah. Hence why I'm not an academic registrar anymore. But life is too short for these things.
And we wanted to put a trailer out with you on your video, but the problems that we had was like non-disclosure statements and issues with disclosing more than what we're allowed to disclose. And so what you've already had already, really pushes the boundaries of what we're meant to release. It was all correct to do it. We had that granted to us to do it, and that's why what you've seen is just very, very little of so much. But, that's why they could only show a tiniest little glimpse of something, because there's just so much in the because the industry is just rife with people stealing ideas and doing things before you've got all your copyrights and protections in place. And so, like you've seen it in the crypto industry, why there's, how there's so many scammers and that doing their thing. And as you could imagine, in the gaming space is no different at all. And when you've got an idea and you're doing something, that's why like people are now starting to impersonate me and doing their imposter accounts and stuff, because obviously, they see things going on and that's what happens. And, so that you've got to take certain legal type protections before you can release too much, because otherwise everything you've worked for can just go poof and be essentially just taken away by others and by scammers and just pirates. And so you've got to put protections in place to ensure that such things don't happen. It's a protection for our protocol. Like we're working hard and doing so much. We don't want it just thrown away.
Yeah, no, it's really important. All this stuff is right. And if anybody doesn't know, I'm sure you all do, but there is an imposter key thing in Discord, or there was. I don't know if they've been gotten rid of yet.
I've been banned straight away.
Yeah, good. But there was an imposter chalk talk in the old Seifu, and I didn't know for like a few days, and this person did nearly get some money out of somebody, which was awful. You somehow feel a bit of guilt yourself, even though it was nothing to do with me. But you've got to be so vigilant, haven't you?
It's really hard when back when I was just a Discord person like everyone else. Of course, like you could direct message people and do whatever you want, but now I just can't do that anymore. So please be aware, everyone, that on Discord, like I will not direct message you. It's not going to happen. And if we are going to have a direct message, then I'm going to be requesting you to direct message me first. And, that's the only way a conversation's ever going to happen. And that's why, like, you'll see in my announcements for, like people that have bought NFTs or things like that, to give me a message, like to talk to me, because, like I'm not going to go chasing anyone. And, like put it out there that it's just normal for me to do direct messaging, because no, it can't happen anymore. And that's why it's got to change. And you've got to, I've had a lot of my friends who are on my direct message list already, and they say to me, "Oh, you direct message me." Reed contacted me, and I was like, "Nah, it's all just scams." That's just So if that ever happens to anyone, please just be aware it is not me. And if you ever have any other questions at all, just talk to me on Discord. And but it just wouldn't be me. I just can't do that. But
okay,
but
that's cool. Let's see who else we have at the moment before we get into what's gone on this week on the farm. So we have Leon Decord, morning from the East Coast of the US. Gosh, it must be early there, right?
Leon's an early riser.
Wow.
and Leon is a huge supporter of the Course for the Calves. He he actually just purchased the last 5 NFTs as well. So he's an amazing supporter of what we're doing. I know all the tokenomics and everything's all changed now to the original model, and hopefully now, like we're actually introducing a new line into the Calf Discord at the moment, but it's not us directly as such. But there is an opportunity for people. Obviously, it comes with risk, yes, but if people choose to, you'll see there's BUSD staking now. It's using PosiChain platform because they've got BUSD staking, but the returns seem to be, you could almost say it's too good to be true, but at the moment it seems to be true. So I don't know. But of course, I've put a Discord page there. Obviously, do your own research. I'm not telling you to do it. It is obviously in DeFi. You're talking high risk, all the rest of it. But there is a reference link there for the Cause of the Calves wallet. So in the Discord page for the Posse BUSD staking. And if you do happen to use that reference link, of course, there's 2% that the Cause of the Calves gets a kickback on your investment. So, if you choose that is an investment that's good for you, then it also supports the Cause of the Calves as well. So, there's already been a couple of people decide to do that. But, like I say, it's just, we're going to present little things from time to time for people to do. Obviously, it doesn't come with our word saying that this here is a solid investment or anything like that. Obviously do your due diligence, look around, research, and then make up your own mind. Obviously it's a minefield out there, but that's what we're doing. So that's our latest little investment side within the, as a supplementary to the Cause of the Calves. So, if you feel like having a try and wanting more information, the links are in there. Just click on the link, and it will take you to their website, and you can research to your heart's content and decide on what's right for you. Obviously, I'm not talking anyone into doing anything they don't want to do.
No, and let's just repeat what we always do. None of this is financial advice, folks.
Absolutely.
You know that, right? But we have to say it. None of it is financial advice.
We're just having a conversation. That's all we're doing.
We're just having, I was going to say we're just having a cup of tea, but we're not. But we're just having a little cup of water, and Keith's got his bottle there.
Oh, the last 2 weeks, I've forgotten my bottle of water. And I tell you, by the end of the live stream, your mouth is just horrible. You really, really just want some water.
I know. Yes, indeed. So we have
too much talking, I think.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it, Keith, but there you go.
This little trap just won't shut up.
And we love it. We love it. Sonia Angel again. Good morning, all. And so much so that she put it twice. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Sonia. Who else do we have? Let's have a look. We have
Amelia.
Vulcan Dell. Vulcan Dell, morning, all UK GB here. Where are you from? I'm not sure I know where you're from in the UK. So let me know where you're from.
North, south, east, west.
Wow, exactly.
It's only a little country.
It's tiny, right?
Just put the UK on WA and see how big WA is.
I know. It's terrifying how big. We have Missy Twitch, who we've seen. Good morning.
Hello, Missy.
Good morning, though. No copyright. Well, hello there.
Hello.
Miss Twitch. Missy Twitch. Oh my gosh, I can't even read this one.
Come on, get your words right.
I know. And no copyright was helping us there as well. Thank you, Jason Mercer. Hello, Jason. Stanley, afternoon, everyone. Now, I wonder where Stanley is. Stanley, tell us do we know where Stanley is? You're obviously east, so tell us where you are. I'm guessing I don't know. It'd be nice to know where you're from, Stanley, or where you are at least. And we have Amelia. Oh, sorry. Is that Amelia? I'm so sorry.
Amelia Sung.
Amelia, good morning, Amelia. I'm sorry for getting your name so wrong. The only thing I love our lives, but I get really nervous about getting people's names wrong. So I'm so sorry.
I know and I'm not the best reader either of names. So yeah, South Africa.
South Africa. Oh, nice. Well, hello, Stanley from South Africa. It's very nice.
Well, obviously in South Africa it'll be a nice time of the day because it's the sun's almost setting here, and so they must still have it up in the sky.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's
if I go for a swim just out. Oh, geez, that's just pointing the wrong way.
Where are you going? Swimming?
Yeah, if I swim west, then I'll go straight into South Africa. Jump in the Indian Ocean and I'm there.
Oh, I thought you were telling us you had a swimming pool out the back or something.
Oh,
I got
no.
confused.
Yeah, when we had our like nearly 40-degree day here, we got the water troughs from the paddock and
You're
filled up
swimming
with
in
the
the
water.
Well, let me tell
Real
you,
farm style.
I won't be going swimming in Romania. We had a very, very traumatic day yesterday traveling using public transport in Romania, and I won't go into it
Okay.
all because it's a sub story. But we got stranded at this really remote Romanian train station where nobody spoke English. And I think it was about -8, and we were waiting for this train, and there was nowhere to stand inside. Oh my gosh, it was cold. But that was our day yesterday, and we lived to tell the tale. And today's a beautiful day, but very cold. So there'll be no swimming done here. Good evening, Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer. Great to have you.
Hello.
And we have Jamie R, Jam Jeep, listening along while at work. Can't chat much. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Jamie. We will try our very best.
Thank you for joining us, Jamie.
And we also have Andre Pop, so bullish on Vulcan. Yes, I think we all are. But obviously, I think, Keith, since we last spoke last week, we've learned that Vulcan is delayed again, unfortunately.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just like I know that like even our little Discord, of course, cops the ramifications of what's going on with Vulcan, where people are quite disheartened and feeling like they let down in a way. But you know, seriously, like even when you're doing such a small thing like what we're doing, like in compared to what Vulcan's doing, it's a huge undertaking. I've been talking to some our development team on our gaming side because obviously I let them know what's going on, and they're just like, it's a lot of work. Like the coding is just like a huge amount of work, and it's very easy to be on the outside and go, oh, it's just a blockchain, and you know, like you just press it, confirm, and you know, it does its thing. But like you could just imagine like trying to ensure that all process, especially when you're dealing with other people's money, that all processes and systems have to work. And when they don't work, they've got to fix it. And so it's just like, man, it's a huge undertaking. So I know a lot of people will feel upset. I know I don't exactly feel happy about it. But, you know, at the end of the day, as long as they just get it as right as they can, and you know, at least deliver it at some point, then that's about all we can really do. Like there's just nothing else we can do. It's hard.
And as Andre says here, delay is making it more wanted by people. I mean, the longer we go, I guess, without launching, the chances are there will be more people who are getting to know about it, etc. I mean, I agree. I think it is disappointing, but not disappointing because the team aren't doing it. It's just disappointing because we're all so anticipating it, so looking forward to it. And you know, it is difficult because I think the real difficulty here is that if it was just a blockchain that was delayed and we're just waiting for it to launch, that'd be one thing. But of course, we've all got our money wrapped up in it and we can't touch that money. It's kind of frozen from us, and that's that I think is a real difficulty for some people, actually.
I think it's a real difficulty for a lot of people.
I think you're right.
A lot of people are, what I would say, over-invested in their personal savings, and they were expecting January 20, and they were all had their hearts and dreams set on Jan 20. To at least get something back. You know, I'm sure there was lots of people that wanted to at least take something, and for it just not to happen, and then for another further delay being put on it has really, really sort of, you know, upset a few people. But
it is what it is.
Take your bag and walk. You can't go anywhere with it.
No, I know. And it is a really tricky one because I completely agree. You know, this is so complex. This is such a massive undertaking for the
Yeah.
team. And also, of course, the tokenomics changed so much. I think it was just before Christmas, wasn't it?
Oh,
So,
don't we know?
you know, it's just like starting again, really. And I think, you know, I'm in full support of all the changes that have been made. I desperately want and actually need it to launch soon. However, the last thing we want is for it to launch and somebody find a little back door and drain the liquidity, and you know that would be an absolute disaster. So, you know,
And bridges is
short-term
where the
pain.
problems mainly appear. So
Yeah,
they've got to make sure
exactly.
that the bridge is secure.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a very difficult thing on the tech side. Apparently, that's what I get
yeah,
told. Apparently, coding is hard. Like,
yeah,
go figure.
yeah,
You know, like it's
yeah,
easy on the outside to go, oh, that's easy, just make it happen or whatever. But it
yeah,
doesn't work like that at all.
yeah,
It's a lot to it, and yeah, it's just
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, so Andre saying nothing wrong with the delay, just Brian needs to stop the Eid sacrifice. Also, we can have a good gap between sacrifice and launch day. I think the Eid sacrifice is going on until the 25th of February. I think that's when it's going to be taken down. So,
Yeah, it's going to be over a month
but yeah,
anyway, at
yeah. And
least.
of course, we're here to talk about Calf, but of course, it all is interconnected
Yeah,
because Calf will be launching on the Vulcan blockchain. So,
yeah. But
it's all knock-on effects.
my main thing about the Vulcan for Calf is that, like, I get asked this a lot still, you know, is Calf going on the Vulcan?
Yeah,
Yes, it all intents is that it's going on to Vulcan. That's all we can say because
yeah,
number one, you've got to have a blockchain that works.
of
And
course,
you've got to
yeah,
have it stable. Like at the moment on BSC, you know, like it is stable and it's working.
yeah.
Yes, we don't have the tokenomics that Vulcan offers. I know that. But the thing is that it is stable and it is working right now, here and now. And
Yeah,
for us to take the leap to go on to Vulcan is obviously a big commitment, even on our side, because why, you know, it's a lot of risk in just taking a protocol that's working and moving it on to another blockchain. But the
yeah,
thing is that, you know, I need to see that number one, Vulcan's working, and number two, that it's stable. And when
yeah,
I've asked my techs about this, they're talking about needing stability. And so it's like, yeah, obviously I'm thinking along the same thing. So, you know, they obviously need to see it working, need to see it stable. And
yeah,
then by all means, the when the timing is correct, then it will get moved across. But it's certainly not a day one job because there's so much going on that don't expect Calf just to be moving straight across to Vulcan
yeah,
because there's just, you know, like trying to get the technical side of people available to do the work is
yeah,
very, very hard. We've got to be scheduled in, you know, there's a whole process to take place to do it. So even at that, we can't do it that rapidly anyway.
yeah,
So I just want the community to be aware that, yes, we are doing it, but it's just going to take a bit of time to make sure we get the blockchain working, stable,
yeah,
and then, of course, we've got to have the technical people to be able to help do whatever it is that we have to do. So,
yeah,
yeah, it's a
absolutely.
challenge
Yeah,
on all fronts, but yes, we're
yeah,
up for the challenge. That's right. We are,
yeah.
we are,
Bring
you
it
know,
on, bring it
but no one
on.
can say anything more than that because that's just the way it is. You know,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
can't promise to go somewhere if something doesn't work. So,
That's
you
right.
know, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure it will. I'm not doubting that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll just there's so much uncertainty, I guess,
Mm,
and people feel very unsettled at the moment, I guess,
mm,
because of the delay. But
yeah,
we always knew it was a potential, and
yeah, yeah.
I think although there are a lot of concerned people, I think ultimately everybody has to agree that it has to be right before it's launched. So that's the
Oh,
bottom line, isn't it?
if anyone believes for a moment that just release something and just let it like fly in the wind,
Yeah,
like seriously, come on, like you'll
yeah,
soon lose your people in 2 seconds flat. They'll just sell up.
completely.
I'm out of here. I'm moving on.
Yeah,
And it's
completely.
just not going to happen. Projects like
Yeah,
us won't move across. You know, like if there's, like I was talking about stability in the blockchain, like unless it is stable, we can't move. Why can we move? We just can't. We've got to have the stability there so people's money that's invested is secure. We have to have that. And that goes for every single project that's has all intentions and future releases on the blockchain. It's got to be correct. Otherwise, you just can't do it. And which I'm sure they'll get it, yes. But I just want it to be more right than too fast.
Yeah, I agree. So, Keith, what news on the farm this week? Any new arrivals? Anything happen? Well, we always love to hear a bit of farm news.
Well, yes, the summer calving has slowed right down, but yesterday this is the other side of what we do. Yesterday we had a beef farmer here who had an abandoned calf, and this we're presuming, we don't know this for sure, but by the looks of her, which I'll show you in a minute, she's looks to be a twin calf. And so when she was born, she might have been fed, we don't know, but because obviously we're not in a paddock to see it happen, but her mum walked away on her and she's been abandoned. And so then we get brought these calves, and, you know, we pay the farmer for the calf still, so they still get their value. But we've got this calf now, which we obviously do our treatments that we can do to try and help reduce the risk of loss. Because like I was talking about before with colostrum, with livestock, with cattle, colostrum, like it's important in humans, but in cattle it's more important because a calf is born without an immune system, and they don't have passive immunity from mother to calf like what you do with your child, and so they only gain all of their immunity through the colostrum, and that's why it's super important. And you've got a very small window of time, like really the first 12 hours is really good, and then up to a day not so good, and then 2 days really not so good. So you've got a very short window of opportunity to not only find that you've got this abandoned calf, but to get the relevant care for the calf. And so, you know, there's certain things that we do to try and reduce the risk of what I would call colostrum failure, which is unfortunate reality of rearing calves. But we're doing the best we can, and I'm going to show you guys. This one here is actually named Trixie because Pickle Fairy on our Discord actually became a patron on our Patreon, and so she gets a calf named after as what she wants, and rather than doing a dairy calf that we can't have around for that long, this one here is going to be around for a lot longer. And I'll just move the camera a little bit, and then, but there's photos of her and a couple of little videos on our Discord now. This
oh my god!
But
oh my god, she's gorgeous.
But you see how small she is.
She almost looks like a deer fawn. Do you know what I mean? She's beautiful, isn't she? Look at her. Hello, little one. Oh my gosh, look at her. Oh, give us love in the comments, guys. Did you say Trixie? You did. Look
Trixie,
at that little. Oh, she is just beautiful. Oh gosh, how beautiful. And is she doing okay?
She's doing wonderful at the moment, yes. When you have colostrum problems, it happens when it's called the 10-day curse to calf rearers. So, you know, generally speaking, the first 2 weeks is in the risk period. Anything from, say, 7 to 14 days is where the risk really comes into it. But there's certain vitamins and supplements that you can give to help reduce the risk of colostrum failure a lot. And of course, she's had her doses of colostrum, but it's and we've got colostrum in the freezer ready to go. We just warm it up and they get it, within 10 minutes or so. So we can do it fast. And it's all tested colostrum because you can test the quality of the colostrum. And so we get that from the dairy farm. And that allows us, when we get these abandoned calves, to give the best care that you absolutely can. And that's how the process works. So I'm really, really, really hoping I'm trying to cross my fingers here. I'm really hoping that, everything goes all right. But I really do hope that we don't upset the community if something doesn't go all right. We're not blasé. It's just the reality of life. Like God gives us, God takes it away, and we can only do so much. And you try.
Yeah. But that's the whole reality of farming, isn't it? It's not
What
all.
are you doing there?
Oh my God. She is stunning. Look at her. Look at those eyes. Oh, you could get lost in those eyes. Oh, she is superb, isn't she? She's absolutely beautiful. Oh.
But she get when she was first fed, because we've now been what you call imprinted. You can look all this up on the internet. You'll learn that this is what animals do. It's a really, really amazing thing about animals is that they imprint the thing that feeds them when they're really, really young. And it's sort of almost like a bad thing is when they imprint you too early, because it means that they haven't really been mothered very well or mothered at all. And so they haven't got the imprint of their mother. And so, and that's why the calf follows the mum everywhere they go, it sticks right by their side because of that little thing called imprinting. And, we've been now imprinted in this calf with her behaviour, and which can be seen as a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because it means that she wasn't mothered that well. So
I've got you.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? Oh my God. She is stunning. Oh, do you know what? Guys, where else would you get this stuff from a crypto project? I mean, this is real life stuff. We're getting to see these beautiful animals and hear from Keith and his experiences on rearing them and farming. I just love it. And the little fact that you gave us last week about the color of the calf and the calves being white, and that's not great for them. I've been telling everybody that.
Except for this one's a bit different. She's an Angus Charolais cross, so you can look up those breeds if you like.
Right.
She's born with a Charolais mum, which is like a white animal, and her dad is an Angus, which is a black one.
Nice.
So, and she turned out sort of a grey type look. We've got two others here that are from the same farm from previous years, and they're really more white, whereas this one's got a little bit more grey. So she almost looks like a Murray Grey, but she's not.
I'd call her champagne colour is what I'd call her.
Yeah, that's
where
right.
my interests lie, you see. We've got Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, saying, "Oh, my baby Trixie." Completely agree. And Gino told us how cute she is.
She's dancing around a bit.
Oh, look at her. My God. Oh, I love her to bits. Oh, she's gorgeous. And we have Milky. Oh, Milky, my friend from the UK. Yes, a live stream at a nice time of day. I agree. And Milky is also looking to launch a project. Oh, look at her. A project on the Vulcan blockchain. I'm very excited to hear about that. So well done, Milky. And welcome here. It's great to see you.
And I know I was being mean to this one, but this one here. But
and who's this? Remind me who this is.
No, this one here you don't know. He's a new dairy
he's a
bull
new
calf.
one. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Look at the beautiful markings on his face. He's like really symmetrical, the white patch that he has. Oh, so he doesn't have a name yet, is that right?
I don't expect him to get a name.
No.
only a select few get names that are mainly to do with the community, you know.
Of course. So
Trixie
people
got
need
it
to go
because
onto your Patreon account if they want.
yeah, well that's what happened. That's what Pickle Fairy done. So amazing how you know, she's been an amazing supporter right from the early days anyway. And yeah, she just she was always talking about doing Patreon coming into this year, and she followed through with what she was saying. And you know, everyone has their challenges. I get that, but she did it, and yeah. So you know, yeah, I love the support. Thank you very much. Yeah, but of course, you know, like.
Hang on, stop the front page. Mrs. Keith the Crypto Farmer is saying, "Sure, I will let you name him."
I'm going back in there. He is a beautiful boy, though. He is.
Well, do you know what? I cannot do that on just the spur of the moment. This needs thought, right? This needs thought, and that boy deserves a good name. So I am going to announce it next week. Oh, he's beautiful. I'm going to take a screenshot of him. I've taken a screenshot. Oh, he's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Mrs. Keith the Crypto
Did you get a
Farmer.
shot?
Yes. I don't know if that's a real offer, but I am going to grab it and run with it.
Thank
you. It would be an absolute honor.
You wonder if it's a real offer. Of course it's a real offer. If she said it, it's happening.
Such an honor. It's such an honor. Oh my gosh. Right.
Happening.
I'm going to announce the name of that beautiful boy next week. How's that?
And the thing is that you'll get updates and, you know, like regular, you know, information on your calf. And yeah, you know, I'm just going to go for a quick little walk across to the others, and hopefully I'll see Terminator this time.
Yeah. And of course, the time is ticking down. The time is ticking down to when we're going to do our draw. So everybody will do it in a little while. So where's Terminator? Let me. Where is he?
He's actually just
the black and white one. There. That one. Yes, I see him.
Yeah, that's him right there.
And
then we go across here. This one here is Leon from Leon Decor.
Leon, of course.
And this one here, this big one here that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
That's Harlock.
Amazing. Gorgeous.
And now I'm getting attacked at the gate.
Yeah, of course you are. Gino who's saying yes to be naming the calf, I think, which is very exciting. I'm so excited. I'm gonna worry all week though. I'm gonna have to think all week about it.
Terminator's just standing back there watching what's going on.
And remind me who named Terminator? Gino. Of course, Gino. Oh, Gino, that's why you're saying yes. Because your beautiful calf is there. Fantastic. Yeah. Amazing.
I think Mrs. Keith, the Crypto Farmer, put a photo today in Discord for Terminator. But as you can see, Harlock is getting pretty big now. Yeah, he's getting big now.
Yeah. And Gino can see my Terminator, indeed. Oh, look at them all. Gorgeous.
But, you know, we sort of got them separated as boys and girls, but they're sort of still mixed in. But it was because while the calves are coming in, they're separated because there's too many for the feeder. So we just go boys and girls and whatever. But even though they're still mixed up, but they're not really that mixed up at the moment.
Fantastic. I love it. And the weather doesn't look great there today. You've had a bit of rain, I believe.
Well, just only a little sprinkle.
No.
Yeah, It's only a little tiny bit, but yeah, enough where you don't want your computer outside, and that's why I had to go in the shed.
Yeah. So listen, what's the update on how many NFTs do we have sold now?
I don't know. I have to ask. You have to ask Mrs. Keith.
Well, if Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, can let us know, and then I can load it into the number pickle wheel of fortune. Number pickle, I call it the number pickle. The number picker wheel of fortune, and we can get ready to do our draw.
Have you set it up to pick anyone in particular this week?
Yes, it's going to pick me this week. No, God, imagine if it did now. I'd never live it down.
No. I know.
Right,
it's always a funny feeling, that, isn't it? Like,
I'm going to do a randomized thing on live so everybody can see that it's shuffling.
Yeah, we know that. Well. But the thing is that it just feels weird. Like,
I know.
You know, I was always trying to toy with the idea of how do you get around that, but you just, unfortunately, you just got to do what you got to do.
You just can't. And at the end of the day, we are all, anybody who's bought an NFT, whether you're involved heavily with the project or not, then we're all in the draw, aren't we? So Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, has updated 251. So that's gone up quite a bit in the last, because I think I last asked you on Friday and it was at 244.
Yeah.
So it's gone up a little. Oh, it was Saturday I asked you. So it's gone up to 251 across that couple of days, which is great. Nice little trickle.
You know, like for what it is, it's like it's a strange sort of paradox that these NFTs are in, because it's such, like, the returns on your investment is really good if you happen to win. Yes, you can see that the money goes into the ecosystem and does what it does. But it was like the original purpose of it is quite different now with all the different tokenomics. So as you were saying before, well, Vulcan, you know, with all the things have changed, and, you know, however much it might be good or whatever, but it's just flipped everything on its head. And it's like, we're doing what we can do, and especially that there is giveaways where there is no Vulcan yet. Like, we are doing this, and there is no blockchain, and like there is no tokenomics for it yet, and yet we're still able to do this. So, you know, I hope that everyone enjoys it, appreciates it, and just enjoys to be on the ride. And we certainly appreciate everyone who decides to invest in an NFT. There's a lot more to come on that side of things as time progresses, but, you know, as you know, with your NFT art and stuff like that, but as you could imagine, there's just so many things to do that, you know, just give us a little bit of time, you know, to get those little finer things sorted out. But we're getting there. It's all happening.
That's great. And actually, if we go to, right, I'm just going to share my screen if I can find, here we go. So this was from,
well, there you go.
This was from last week. So last week
I couldn't remember what it was last week.
Yeah, it was 229 because I haven't touched it since then.
That's quite a change, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. So what I'm going to do whilst live on air, everybody can see me going to 2. So there, it's not 2, it's 250. Was it 251?
Yep. So 0 to 251, including both those numbers, yes.
Okay. So, and what I'm going to do live on air is give it a little shuffle. So did everybody see it shuffle there?
See a little bit of movement.
Here we go. I'm going to shuffle it again. Everybody can see it shuffle. It's very, it's very subtle, but the colors did. The
it is what it is.
Change. So
they are all there.
They are all there. I will just give it another few minutes because who knows, and we'll just do a final check that nobody else has bought before we.
Yeah, we don't want to do that again. Never again.
No,
that's it.
We did miss. Now, who was it that we missed? It was. Oh, somebody bought while we were live on air, didn't they? And then we just missed putting them in the draw, but they'll have been in since. So yeah, and of course we've got an amazing prize today of $400 worth of Calf, and that of course is thanks to our wonderful, is it, I can't remember. Is it no copyright on here? I get mixed up. No,
My Disguise.
My Disguise on Discord, but a different name. What's his name in YouTube? Snaz. Sorry. I don't know why I thought no copyright. I get so confused in everybody's names.
It's
and
okay.
especially between YouTube and Discord.
Yeah.
But to remind that he won it the $200 last week, but when we were live on air, he offered to give it back, meaning that this week's is double. It's a double bonanza, everybody.
Yeah.
So it is for $400 worth of.
That's pretty damn good for such a little project, isn't it? Like,
it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Especially that it's happening every week.
Yeah. Crypto Dana. Was that the person that bought the NFT when we were live on air? And we
Yep.
So yeah, thank you, Mrs. Keith, for reminding us of that. And no copyright is saying J. I'm not sure what that means, but then. So, is it time, Keith? Are we going to spin the wheel of fortune?
Well, we just got to make sure that is correct numbers.
Okay, so if we can just have Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, just absolutely double check that we haven't missed anybody. We have 12 people watching now. I hope all you 12 people have got NFTs. Otherwise, I'll be having a word. Just while we're waiting for that, just to remind everybody, please, if you're not subscribed to Keith the Crypto Farmer's YouTube channel, get across there right now. Well, not right now. Watch this stream first, and then go to Keith's channel, and please make sure you're subscribed there.
And did you know, everybody? I've got a little. Like, we're going to do a bigger announcement shortly. But
really?
Sure. But yes, there's more. But Chalk is actually listed in our website as the YouTube promotions person.
I am. I've forgotten all about that. Did you want to do that before the wheel or after the wheel?
No, we'll do the wheel and then we'll do that. That's fine.
Okay. So something very exciting coming up, chaps. So please don't leave us because there's more to come. But right now we are going to go to the wheel, and we have Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, confirming that we are 251.
That is it. We're done.
We're done. Gino saying good luck all. Okay,
and good luck to you too, Gino.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am going to go over and to remind everybody, we are. Sorry, let me get rid of this advert here. There we go. I'm just going to give it another spin to shuffle them. Oh, no, this is the spin. Sorry, this is the spin for $400. Oh, my God, it's happening right now. Let's see who's winning.
It's going.
Sorry, I thought I was shuffling then, but it's Spanish. When we shuffled it before anyway. So it's number 75. I know it's not me. I think I'm 175.
Have you been nice to me? Come on.
Who has won? Let's see. Waiting for confirmation to see who has won the $400.
This is the calm before the storm, isn't
it? Yeah. Who has won? Is Mrs. Keith, the crypto farmer, about to tell us? Does anybody know that they're number 75? Of the people watching?
I have no idea what I have. Well, I've got number 1.
Of course you have. We'd expect nothing else. The winner is
White Top. Well done.
White Top.
Well done.
White Top. Congratulations, White Top. I don't think we have White Top in the room.
No,
unless they are.
He's in America, so it'll be.
He's in America. Time. Well, that's going to be a nice little surprise when he wakes up, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sonia saying congratulations to White Top. Absolutely. Fantastic. White Top.
Excellent.
Well done. That's fantastic. Good. Okay. So
Well done, White Top. That's just brilliant. Well done.
Fabulous. So, Keith, what have you got to update us on? What's the exciting news?
Well, I don't. We'll try this first.
Okay.
But
give it a go.
I can't remember how we did it. But are you able to accept my computer onto your
Yes. I'll tell you what.
YouTube?
Let me. Yes. I am.
So you can see that.
Right. Let me just stop sharing. Stop
Yeah.
screen.
Don't.
There we go. I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay. So so you can see what I've got on the screen.
No, we can only see you.
You can only see me. Now you've got to teach me again how to do this bit.
So if you go down to present at the bottom.
Right. Present. Yep.
Yeah, got that.
Yep.
And then
share screen.
Share screen, and then it's pick the tab.
Oh, okay. So I could do.
Have you got it open in a tab?
Do this.
It's looking good. Hold on. Yeah, if
right.
you go.
Yeah. Now that's that part.
And then if you've got it open on
a tab.
We're currently looking into infinity, everybody. Take a look. That's what infinity is.
Just to see how many times we go back.
Yeah.
I'm going to present. Oh, yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to give up, and then you're going to have it.
Well, I can certainly have a look. If that's any help.
I'm sure it is to you.
Yeah.
Because
you gave me the link, didn't you?
Maybe. See if you can bring it up on yours, because I don't know. Like my computer's just all frozen up. I can't do anything now. Like.
Okay. Right. If I just take that off, there we go. And if I remove that, okay, let me go in and see if I can show you. Share screen. Hold on, everybody. I think this is it. How's that?
Hey, there you go.
So tell us what we're looking at, Keith.
Right. Well, I'll pretend I'm controlling it. This is our calf token website that is now as good as released, because when they do the domain thing, there's some things where it takes time for the internet to be able to get it to work. So
yeah,
obviously it's happening as we speak. But this is our website. So if you see some tabs up the top, which is like about it, and like the roadmap and the treasury and the NFT farmer, the NFT farmer obviously goes to the other website. But if you scroll down the page, then you'll see, oh, there's me. Look at that.
Keith. Fantastic.
And then go down a bit. That explains the NFT side of the things.
Yeah.
And then we've got the tokenomics of the calf token.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And of course that it has a burn feature, but we're not utilizing that. This is our roadmap, which goes into explaining that where it all started from, the first NFT prize, and what's coming up in the near future. And then of course this is the development team. So of course there's me.
Yeah.
And then my disguise.
My disguise, of course.
And then there's Harlock.
Yes. And
then there's Stacey and Sonia.
Lovely
and
Sonia,
chalk.
and lovely Stacey, and me.
And you can put and there's the game developer there as well, which is
Fantastic.
And so if you put
Brilliant.
if you go over the name, you'll see a little pop up
Yeah.
there, which has a little bit of information about each particular person
Fantastic.
or what they do. So that's
That's
the
great.
release of our calf token website. There's obviously a lot yet to be built on it. That's the breakdown of how the tokenomics works of what we're doing at the moment.
That's great.
But like there is some, obviously that's ever evolving as we're going on, because of course tokenomics are just one of those things where essentially we're doing investments for calf token, which is like the validator, the NFT sales, merchandise, whatever it might be. And so that's the breakdown of how the treasury works. So you can see by wallet tracking exactly what happens with the different wallets. There's on the Discord, there's links to each single wallet down the bottom there. You got those 4 different wallets. One for the prize draws, one for farm, one for marketing, one for the development team. And so you can track any deductions that are taken from those wallets. So there's absolutely full transparency of all comings and goings on those wallets. So people can actually see, the benefits that, like, a lot of people I know have this desire to know that there is actually some help going to the project, to the farm side of the project. And by that wallet, you can actually track that. You can see it yourself that, there's been a transaction made and that has been directly into the farm project. Of course, the same goes for each other thing, but it's just so people can actually see what's going on, so they know the full ecosystem is working and doing its thing. So,
I mean, I think this looks terrific. Why don't you tell us in the comments what you think? We've already got some comments here. The lovely Barry is with her. Looks great, Keith. Just needs my pretty face. Oh, by the way, Barry says, I didn't win, so it is rigged. Chalk talk the best. Well, thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. So, Barry, you're just going to have to buy more NFTs and make sure that you've got more chance to win next time. That's what you're going to have to do.
Because, as you know, Barry is on the council to say so.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Now, I can't announce anything at this stage, but I can give you guys a little bit of a sneak that we are actually working out how things can work by doing things together. So we're just trying to figure that out within the crypto space. Obviously, there's, certain protocols have, some aspects that might be good and, are beneficial to each other in their own little ecosystem. And we are definitely, as a calf token project, the NFT project, we are definitely interested in talking to other communities about, different partnerships that could take place potentially that could be beneficial to both parties. So Barry and myself are tentatively doing talks at the moment about the possibility of finding some sort of common ground that works well for both protocols. So, just be aware that, we are actively doing things, which might be seen by some to be quite strange because, like, normally you don't go around really doing much with other projects, but we are actively seeking other projects and doing participation with other projects like what we are with Posse, because as a team, and I mean that as a development team, between different projects, you can you can all thrive. But when you try and do it all by yourself, it's very difficult. Everyone can bring things to the table, and it's starting to get quite dark here, which can be that can be beneficial to both parties, and that's exactly what we're doing. Is we're open-minded to doing these types. We're investigating the ideas of, having some sort of partnerships between different protocols. So, yeah.
Isn't that brilliant? And I'm just going to be really clear here. One thing I detest about crypto, there are a few things I detest about crypto. There's a lot I love about crypto, but the one thing that really bothers me is this, this, if you're not in this project, then you're against it. And why can't we work collaboratively? We know that collaborative work works wonders in the real world. So why, when it comes to crypto, is it so, it's
selfish.
like a really angry space, isn't it? And it's like,
so
why
damn
can't we
selfish.
just work together?
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Again, this is where, for my liking, this gorgeous project here is kind of breaking the mold again of what it is to be in a crypto DeFi project. And I applaud that completely.
But that's exactly what we're trying to do. And we've said that right from day one, is that we're doing something here that has heart, that actually goes beyond the boundaries, which, are quite intrinsic within the business. And we're thinking outside the box. We're doing different things with different projects, like as we are on Posi at the moment. And there's two different sides to the Posi now, which, we're offering the staking side of things for the BUSD, but there's also, with the validator that's doing its thing. And on that side of it, we've run into a technical issue at the moment, which is on the Posi. This is where I'm trying to say, earlier on I was saying about stability within a blockchain. Now, the Posi blockchain is stable, it's doing its thing, but even when they are stable and doing their thing, sometimes there's little issues that pop up on certain blocks that sort of create like a traffic jam of information, and then nodes can close down and stop working. And at the moment, we're going through the technical side, and us and another validator have the same issue on the same block, where the nodes at the moment are jammed and not producing blocks and not signing off on blocks. So that announcement is in our Discord. If you have a look at the for the Posi validator chat room, where you'll see that announcement. But that's just one of those things that, like stability, being able to have it 24/7 is super, super important. We're working with Posi. Posi's working with us to come to a solution to get whatever it is fixed up and working again properly. But these are a very clear and real example of the little problems that you can have when you're dealing with technology. And, that's why it's super, super important to make sure the blockchain is, number one, working, and number two, that it's stable and doing, signing off on all the blocks, it's doing its thing, and all the transactions are happening and things like that. And you've got to remember, as it steps up in volume, then of course there's a lot more opportunities for something to go wrong, and let alone you've got the possibility of malicious acts being done,
of course,
as you were leading to before, where like that's where a blockchain has to take not only getting everything working for the legitimate users, but also being aware that there's malicious people out there trying to intent do damage, and they've got to make sure that they're got those bases covered as well. So it's a very difficult thing, but we're going through it.
We're getting there.
But as a project ourselves, we are looking outside the box. We're prepared to work with other protocols. Obviously, when I'm talking about other protocols, we're looking at the gaming side of stuff in particular, where we can look at using their tokens as currency, which obviously builds utility for them. And obviously that is the holy grail of all crypto, is utility, right?
Of course,
and so, but really for us as a project, the holy grail is obviously utility, but the second to that is to have the community. And so when you're looking at partnerships with, whether it be Safer or someone else, you've got to remember that, you know, I'm looking at it from obviously a utility point of view, but mainly from a community point of view, where you've got particular community help, you know, in publicising what we're doing. And of course, that brings more people to Calf. Of course, it's a win for us, you know, to be seeing things in that way. And of course, by us providing utility, it's a win for them, as well as, you know, obviously they've got the back feed of community that can go the other direction, because, you know, like we're looking at obviously attracting people from outside the crypto space. Why wouldn't you want to be known as someone that's doing partnerships with that, and where they could attract more investment to their protocol?
Of course.
So of course it goes both ways. It's amazingly bullish when you look at it like that.
No, it's great. And I love this whole ecosystem that's growing around Vulcan and all these projects, like, of course, our beloved Cosmic Force Crypto Gold Rush, Waven Studios. Oh, one of my personal favorites. Hello, chaps. And they're saying, let's all work together. Yes, it's the way forward. Great work, Keith. And we also have Barry saying,
I haven't done farming in space yet. Right.
Well,
I haven't done that bit yet, because that was mentioned 2 or 3 weeks ago, and
there used to be a UK TV program, I think, called Pigs in Space, or it's a comedy sketch or something. So Calves in Space, maybe. And we have Barry saying, tribalism just makes the warlords rich. Wise words, my friend. Wise words. Absolutely. Completely
rewarding
agree.
leaderboard.
Barry's going to buy more NFTs. Well done, Barry. Loving it. Loving your work. Sonia thinks the website is awesome. I couldn't agree more. And Barry is suggesting a rewarding leaderboard adds utility too. Fantastic.
What's the rewarding leaderboard?
Tell us what you mean. I was thinking he means something like
I'm stumped on that one.
Is it like Vulcan's got? Is that what you mean, Barry? Tell us what you mean, Barry. That's what
I'm a little stumped. I'm trying to work it out.
The more kind of tokens or NFTs, you know, that kind of leaderboard. But I don't know. So if it's something different, Barry, let us know. But I think
usually quick on
NFT prizes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, like we've got our utility within our ecosystem. Yes. You know, like that is obviously intrinsic to what we're doing. But we, like I was saying before, you know, and of course I'll just not say it too much anymore, is that obviously it's really nice to try and bring utility to other tokens as well, especially ones that have a good community, because then the rewards flow both ways. And people, like you were saying, Chalk, just shouldn't be so selfish when it comes to looking for other projects to work in together with. You know, like,
absolutely,
we're all doing the same thing, trying to make advantage for the people. Like, I don't know why people lose sight of that in the whole space of investing, where they forget the idea is to be looking after the people, and yet they just end up being so selfish. Oh, our project is so good and they're so rubbish. And it's like, come on, you're all dealing in the same thing here.
It's so juvenile, right?
I know.
It's so juvenile it's just like kids at school. Well, they're not my best friends, so I hate them. It's just like, come on, people, we can be best than this, right?
But
we can
that's
better.
but that's why we are better than that. Like, we're proving it every single day. And that's why, by all means, come and talk to us in Discord, and you will get exactly the same attitude all of the time, because we are open to everyone and talking about everything as a free thing, where we don't close people off from talking about SAFU or whatever else they want to talk about on our Discord. I am not just like, our Discord is not just calf only and all other projects can nick off. Like, by all means they can talk. Obviously you keep shilling to a minimum, but of course talk. Everyone's allowed to talk, and we can all learn from just having good quality adult communication, and we all move on and everyone's happy. Like, it's bloody good.
I agree.
It's the way it should be. You just can't wait to go naming your calf now, can you?
I'm going to have to ring friends and family and get all of their advice. The pressure.
Don't make it too long, though, please.
The pressure.
Don't.
Oh, Keith.
Yeah, Stacey's got to write it on a ticket, so don't write it too long.
All right. Okay. No, I'll be talking about it all week, and I will announce it this time next week. Look, in the meantime, I can see you are losing your sunlight there. The sun has gone down.
It's disappearing, isn't it?
It is, and we've been going over an hour and 10 minutes now. So I think it's probably time to wrap it up. But in the meantime, we do have OBZ. It takes all kinds to make things work properly. Completely agree.
And believe me, we are trying to break a lot of the issues within the space. And what's Barry saying in the next one?
Expanding your market through combining protocols into an ecosystem where we can use tokens in other projects is utility and adds value with the best marketing. I mean, it's fantastic. Go on.
It's all about using this.
Yeah.
Actually putting your brain to it, working together.
Yeah, that's right. And in my head, we have got this ecosystem. In my head, it's like a village. You've got maybe a Vulcan big teepee in the middle, and then you've got all these offshoots of it. But all the people, they don't spend all the time in the Vulcan. They're going around the other houses and the shops, and that's how I see it. And then you've got visitors coming in because they're interested in seeing what's in this little village that we've got going on.
Yep.
And it's I'm really excited about the prospect of all of this network of the blockchain is what it is, really, isn't it? But
when I originally set up Calf, the NFT project, and I made the Discord, I always had that little pledge to myself, was that, and I said this out loud at the time, which is that, obviously we got a farm to run, we got calves to care for, right? And so there's no way I'm going to have a project which is going to dominate and just take us away from being able to do that. So it's a very hard thing to sort of get the balance right. And at this stage, it almost seems like, geez, I'm getting dark, aren't I? At this stage, it seems like at this stage, it almost seems like it's taking too much. But having said that, we haven't got to that tipping point yet. But that's why in our Discord, I run it where people are free to talk. They're free about other projects, whatever. It doesn't bother me. And of course, because I know that it's a whole community out there where people are moving around, and you're free people to do things obviously show some due consideration to where you are, but you're a big person now. You just know what's right and what's not, and it's all good. We're all living together essentially. And what's Barry saying?
He's saying goodwill with positive projects is a no-brainer. Create connections within projects that cater to the retail investors. Absolutely.
Barry's. I know you're chafing to go or hurry up to go, but I actually spoke to Barry in person just recently, and he's sort of more on the outlandish side in Discord, and everyone's free to do whatever they want, but in real life, should I really say it?
I don't know.
He's quite a lot different than what you would expect. A lot of people would think that he's quite different than what he actually is.
I know.
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
No, And listen, I hope Barry won't mind me saying that he and I had a tiny little tussle there a few weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did, but I think it was all in good, all respectful and all in good taste. But no, hats off to Barry, and he did say as much that his kind of persona in Discord has been very different to how he is in real life, and that's fair dues. And hats off to Barry. I asked, I kind of put my point forward, and he's been very good in taking my point forward. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Barry, but I do appreciate that. And speaks a lot of wisdom in what he says here, and is clearly a key member of our community.
Now you're getting to exactly the thing that I'm wanting to say is he has a lot of intellect.
Yeah, of course.
He's way more intelligent than what you might give him credit for, considering when you see some of his comments on Discord. And I've said to him in person, because he's a really good guy. He really is. He's got a heart of gold. All right.
Yeah, no, and there is no doubting that. I think well, you all know I'm coming from a very different perspective. I'm really keen to get more females, more ladies involved in crypto, and any particular barriers that I see, I'm just keen to try to take them down. And that's really all my conversation with Barry was about. And to be fair, I think he did take on board what I said, and I do really appreciate that. Yeah. And as Cosmic Pause is saying, sorry, go on.
No, well, sometimes you're not really, completely aware of what you might be saying might be sort of. Text is a hard thing where it can easily be read differently than what might be in the intent.
Yeah.
It's always a hard thing. If I write it, well, you can almost be certain that it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
You got a nice yawn.
Yeah. Cosmic Force, Crypto Gold Rush, agreeing. Barry said if we reward gamers with badges or special colors, they get an intangible utility that costs nothing but boost morale and is a badge of honor within the community.
I can't say things like that in agreement or denial, but there is things that are happening along those lines. So
brilliant, fantastic. And I think hang on. I think we have. Hang on. Sorry. Our gorgeous Triple Moon Goddess. Hello.
What's going on?
What's going on? Well,
it just keeps disappearing.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Are you doing that by any chance?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Now, listen, if anybody didn't see my live with the ladies last Wednesday, our gorgeous Triple Moon kind of doxed herself. She appeared on camera. Yep. So if you've never seen Triple Moon, you haven't seen that live, then go back and take a little watch of that. And she was fantastic on that. How are you guys doing? Well, we're doing great, Triple Moon, but we're about to say goodbye because we're literally about to lose.
How dark it's getting where I am.
We're about to lose Keith in midnight.
Well, it's nearly 8 o'clock now, so it's getting pretty late.
Barry, spreading good vibes and love, especially with our female investors that we need more of. Yes, Barry,
but I can tell you his heart's in the right place. He will be meaning that absolutely, without any doubt at all.
That. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
No, we love Barry. We do love Barry.
Barry is amazing.
TNG is a G. TN Triple Moon Goddess. Sorry, yes, of course, yes. And she went on Greek's she went on Greek's Live as well. There's no stopping this woman now. And I think Triple Moon has now started her own crypto channel. So Triple Moon, maybe you can just pop it in the chat, but everybody should also.
How does she find time?
I don't know. She's always in Discord.
It's just crazy. Like the amount of hours must be just.
I know.
Like what is like level what? Like and it's all through genuine chat. Like far out.
I know. She's just wonderful. She's everybody's mom and sister and best friend. We love.
And I know I hardly ever I don't really get to see her much like from when I go into the chats, but whenever I do, she's just like always welcoming and like it's almost like two old friends meeting up, and it's like well, how cool is this person? Like she certainly fits the role. Like she's very good, very nice to people.
Yeah, she's lovely. She's lovely. And Barry is saying Triple Moon Goddess needs her own coin to inject into the community of positive communities.
Yeah,
I
I'll make
couldn't
a
agree
calf triple moon.
more. Well, I know somebody was suggesting the other day that Triple Moon should have a project on Vulcan about readings. I think it's a great idea. Triple Moon, we need a project for you. That's what we need. But listen, Barry.
You'll be pulling your hair out then.
I'm not sure Triple Moon agrees, but she's got eyes, or maybe she's just looking, thinking, interesting.
Yeah.
But Keith, listen, let's leave it there because literally you are disappearing.
I'm disappearing.
Oh, we've got the gorgeous Curtius, who's never far from Triple Moon, let's just say.
Hi, Curtius.
And he's saying, morning all. Hey, Keith. Hey, Sean.
Sorry,
hey,
I'm in the dark. Sorry, I'm in the dark, but hello.
And Triple Moon is saying a boo token.
Boo
yes,
token.
I agree. Yes, absolutely. So, Keith, we are literally going to lose you. We've been going an hour and 20 minutes.
Way, if there was a token made, well, then come and talk to me and we'll talk about utility.
There you go.
That simple.
Triple Moon, are you listening?
But that's how it goes. It's that simple, isn't it? Work together, not against each other.
I agree.
No,
Listen, could there be a better partnership than Triple Moon Goddess and Keith the Crypto Farmer? I mean, it's genius.
It's always just hard, like where you get that selfish side of it, like my project is so much better and that, and it's like drives me nuts, that stuff. I just can't handle it.
I completely agree. I completely agree. And Barry, God, talking my language again, we need more women leaders in lead positions, like founders in the crypto space, lead the way for the next generation. Absolutely. There is so...
I'll tell you what, if I was in my house, I'd be like this too at the moment because it's all dark.
I know.
See, the really bright are really dark because there's no rooms as such. So it's what it is.
Barry, look at Barry. Women-centric crypto projects is a no-brainer in male-dominated space. Barry, there's so much we can do. I'm so keen to work with others like Triple Moon, Susan, other ladies that were on the stream the other night, to get also more ladies involved, and not just from Vulcan. What I want my ladies stream to do is to involve ladies from any projects to come together in a kind of a chat space with other ladies and just kind of act as mentors or role models to get anybody, not just ladies, but to encourage especially females to get involved. I think we do bring a certain ingredient to this space, and I think it's a welcome one. And I would always argue that women can make excellent investors. And there's a lot of evidence out there to prove that.
Goes without saying. Yeah. Absolutely without saying.
Yeah.
But that's why, it's amazing in the crypto space. The demographics were, I always thought it would be younger people, but it always seems to be 45 to 65 male seems to be the main sort of group. Yeah. And, there's just so many people that are just not aware of what's going on that could be brought into the industry.
Yeah. And as Barry said, certainly with females, it's a niche that is almost untapped. Well, we are going to change that. We're going to change that. But I completely agree. And literally, we've got a little romantic thing going on here, I think. Lol.
Yeah.
Curtis, we've got a bit of courting going on here. Look at this. Blue and kiss token. What is going on? Come on. I think we need a live stream with Curtius and Triple Moon.
We've been a matchmaker.
I'll tell you what. You don't know the half of it. And Curtius, we're all in this together. We absolutely are, Curtius.
And I'm out in the dark now.
Yeah. Well, listen, let's wrap it up. Crypto is an incredible way for female empowerment. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Thank you, everyone, for joining in. That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you. We broke our record for numbers, and it's just unreal, amazing. And well done to White Top.
Yeah, White Top winning $400. He's probably still asleep, and what a great thing to wake up to.
Can't wait to talk to him shortly because he'll be starting to get up soon, and there'll be. Yeah. I'm sure there's some news coming for that one. That's just unreal.
Absolutely. Barry making another point. Lots of males will like to invest in female-led projects. I completely agree. We've got Jason.
I wish I could play both sides of that fence so I could get the females into calves more.
Well, let's keep working. That's where we're going. This is a brilliant project for females because there's such compassion at the middle of it.
I know. I really, truly don't want to exclude anyone from all the experience. And that's hence why you're the person doing the YouTube stuff. Because I want everyone involved in what we're doing. And, like the ethics, the animal welfare is a human thing where, I want males, females to be able to know that they're doing something good. And it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
But anyway, hi from India. Far out.
Yeah, I saw that. But you've got Jason telling you look creepy, Dad. Wow.
I know. It's getting really dark on me. I can't do anything about it. It is what it is, man.
Can't say moon without moo. Barry, what a great point. Couldn't agree more. Calves, please like and please hit the like and thank you for watching. Absolutely couldn't agree more. And we have Sylvan Arg from India. I love it when we get people from all over the place. Triple Moon, I'm for animals. Then you're in the right place. Barry, women are more naturally compassionate, and that is for the good of the species and anything they are part of. Yes, I couldn't agree more. I think we're through all the comments.
Hey, guess what? I'm being like Prado. I'm in the car.
Oh my God. That may be a similarity between you and Prado, but that's where the similarity ends, I think, Keith. Let's just I love Prado and I love you, but you're very different.
We're all allowed to be different.
Absolutely. Well, the world would be very boring if we weren't. Jason, did I win, Dad? I'm afraid you didn't, Jason. You didn't. Sorry. Stephanie, I won, Jason. Stephanie Cooper.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't think so. Dinosaur Danny. Right, we have got to wrap this up because literally, what time is it there with you now, Keith?
Just past 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.
Yeah. So we've been going for how long? Almost an hour and a half. Oh, Keithnomics. So we've got Prodonomics and now we've got Keithnomics. Absolutely.
I didn't know that term. I was wondering where that terminology came from.
I don't know. Was it the Greek christened, I think, Prodonomics?
Stephanie didn't. No, not Stephanie. No.
No.
Did not win. No. It was white.
We are all winners here. We are absolutely all winners here.
Jason's on the East Coast.
Oh, Barry, you're up early. Thanks for joining us, especially Barry. Winning in heart and soul. Absolutely, Triple Moon. Can't agree more. Right.
And just go back to like the 5-minute mark and have a look at the calves there.
Oh, Triple Moon. If you haven't seen the new calf.
And not only that, there's your announcement too that Triple Moon doesn't know about.
Triple Moon, I have been given the great honour of naming one of the beautiful boy calves, and he is gorgeous. And so I'm going to think on that all week and I'm going to announce it next week. So if you go back in this live stream, you'll see the new beautiful, what Trixie, isn't it? Beautiful little girl calf who, she's gorgeous. But then I'm going to name the little boy calf that was also featured. So I'm so excited about that. Okay, Keith, give us your closing words.
Oh, geez, my head's fried now.
Then you just have to say goodbye.
No, it's just the community support is amazing. We've obviously got a lot of developments that are happening all the time, and we're doing everything we can to make Calf Token as open to everyone as possible. And we're open to all other projects. We're not exclusive. We're not excluding anyone from anything. So, that's the thing about us, is that we're fully open and let's do business and let's get Calf Token to one of these days be more that direction. Oh, sorry, that direction.
Absolutely.
It will happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. And as Triple Moon says, we all want big numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Jason's
Not
saying
too soon, though.
No, not too soon. It's got to be organic, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Jason is saying, can you guess? He's suggesting a good name for the calf. I'm suggesting he's going to say Jason, but I don't know. Tell us, Jason, what's your suggestion? And we have Barry again. Barry's been very active in our comments, which is great. Reward great people with great minds. Ah, nice. Reward great people with great minds with your investment money. Absolutely. And Triple Moon, something good is coming. And Triple Moon knows what's in the future. So we better listen to her.
Yeah, well, no, listen, she's guys, very insightful.
We are going to leave it there. We might have enough for Vegas. So and I guess right.
Jason was suggesting Jason need a blockchain. That's all.
We just need a blockchain before Vegas. And then hopefully we will all have the little pennies to go to Vegas and have a huge, huge party, which would be incredible. Okay,
except for I've got to feed the calves. I've got to stay.
Yeah, we'll have to find some way around that because you need to be in Vegas too.
But that's why some people are going to come and visit us.
Yes, well, I'm definitely going to one day.
That's already getting booked in. Don't worry, it's happening.
Well, I'm going to have to visit my calf that I've yet to name. So Triple Moon is bullish, and Barry is saying Vegas will be off the hook. It will. I just tried to think what's going to go on in Vegas,
especially with him around.
Well, absolutely, biggest bash ever. Absolutely. And Jason is offering to go in place of you, Dad. Maybe Jason should offer to feed the calves, and then you could go.
Yeah, that's right. He wants to go to Vegas. Yeah, that'd be right. And I suppose I've got to foot the bill as well.
Well, listen, folks, we are literally going to leave it there. Triple Moon is saying name him Bully. Oh, I'm going to find this very difficult this week to come up with a name, but it's like naming a child, isn't it? I don't know. But listen, I will come up with something that is deserving.
Just pick half a dozen, stick them on a dartboard and...
Yeah. No, there's going to be some big thoughts going into this. But listen, guys, we are going to leave it. It's great to see lots more regulars here this week, but lots of new people as well. And, really well-known people in the community. Triple Moon, Barry, thanks for all your input. Curtheus. I mean, everybody who's joined today, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Hope to see you next week. Oh, we've got more comments coming in. Just to show
they never
these
stop.
And then we will finish. Win a trip to Vegas promotion.
I think we're going to do charge for comments, and then they will be slowed down a bit.
Yeah. And the final comment. Oh no, 2 more comments. I'll fly cattle class. I love it. And this is the final comment. Kiwi farming and calf farming in the space colonies will happen.
Oh, okay.
That is a great place to end. So listen, guys, we are going to end it. But thanks again. And yeah, don't forget to come back next week. And let's see you then. Bye for now.
Thank you. See you later, everyone.